guys, welcome back to
Evalou.
Today is the day that it is a Super Bowl day.
Super Bowl of wrestling. It's our version of Super Bowl.
Our version, our best version. And today we saw Wrestlemania.
Remember?
33?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like 29.
33.
Yes.
Yeah, Wrestlemania 33.
Yes.
It's a long Wrestlemania.
That's
It
right.
was long.
That's
Like
right.
Wrestlemania ended. Like this is the first time Wrestlemania ended like after midnight. Like,
Yeah.
literally after
It
midnight.
It did.
So we're gonna talk about everything that happened, including the kickoff show. Yes, I saw it, so don't worry.
I
did
know,
not miss it this
finally.
time. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the kickoff show with 3 matches that happened in the kickoff show,
Yes.
plus 14 other matches
Yeah.
or 1,000 matches that we had in the main show.
Yes.
So we're gonna talk about the first match in the kickoff show. So the first match was the Cruiserweight title match with Austin Aries and Neville.
Yes.
And it was a pretty good match.
Yes.
Well, we kind of didn't see the whole thing because
Yes.
we were
trying to like fast forward, like, you know how the pre-show has like commercials, and so we try to like fast forward like the commercials, and somehow we got like to the end of the match very quickly. I was like, what's going on? So
the reason why we kind of like saw that a little late because one of my friends,
Yeah.
well, she's a neighbor of mine from
Yeah.
where I was living in Brooklyn. She came by and we all watched wrestling. So I'm gonna put the video in the link right here or inside or the cards, whatever.
Yes.
So you guys could check it out. But yeah, we kind of like try to fast forward during the commercial, which I don't understand why they keep going to commercials, but
yeah.
since through this WrestleMania, I don't know why.
Yeah.
But we find out that Neville defending his title.
Yeah. But what we did see, it was good. It was a crazy, back and forth match, high flying as always.
Mm-hmm.
And Austin Aries did put up a fight.
In
but
his first WrestleMania, which
his
is
first WrestleMania, good for him. And of course, Neville, being the bastard that he is now, of course has to use underhanded tactics to pick up the win. So he basically poked Austin Aries in the eye, or like put his finger in the eye.
Because Austin Aries had an injured eye.
Bad injury.
Bad injury on his eye, so he raked it out, and then he did the red arrow on his eye.
Yes.
Which I'm not sure that busted open or anything. Because it looked like he was holding a towel.
He was holding a towel, yeah.
So we don't know if he was busted open because we didn't see any blood on it. So
yeah. So. Well, Neville is still champion. I'm sure this is not the end of their rivalry.
No, it's not. And I just hope that Austin Aries does become Cruiserweight champion or any kind of champion in the future, before the year ends.
Definitely.
Because he needs to be champion. Or TNA star needs to be champion, including Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about the next match.
Next match was I believe this is the 4th annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And it was pretty entertaining, It was
a lot better than a couple of past ones.
Yeah, it was definitely, we had some newcomers, from NXT. We had Killian Dane, who represents Sanity in NXT. We had, I forgot his name.
He's
the
one of the
Chinese.
Yeah, he's the first Chinese superstar in
WWE.
I think he did wrestle in NXT. I'm not sure.
I think he's in NXT.
Yeah,
but he's the first Chinese wrestler in WWE. So it was definitely entertaining. Obviously, Big Show, Braun Strowman were both in the match, and Mark Henry. They were the 3 biggest guys. So
and
Luke Harper. So the other guys had to gang up on these guys and eliminate them. So yeah, it was entertaining.
It was crazy, and then surprisingly, I was saying this, Jinder Mahal was holding on.
Yeah, he held on to the end.
He was
the final two.
He was the final two. It was between him and Mojo Rawley, and
Yes.
I never seen Jinder Mahal lasting longer.
Yeah.
Compared to when we see him in the past.
He definitely did not look like a jobber tonight.
No, he doesn't. He looked
like he'll probably be a star one day. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe one day he goes for the United States title.
Yeah.
He'd be the most hated because he's
not American, so.
Yeah, so.
But it was definitely a very interesting match because during the match, Jinder Mahal got into the face of Mojo Rawley's friend Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah, Rob Gronkowski.
I'm pronouncing his last name wrong. I'm sorry, I'm not a sports fan. But Rob, I think he plays for the New England Patriots, if I'm not mistaken. and he, you know, he's Mojo Rawley's friend because Mojo played football before coming to the WWE, and so Jinder took a sip of Rob's drink. I don't know whether he was drinking, probably beer, and he spit it in Rob's face.
And also
and now he didn't spit in his face. He just threw the cup in his face.
Exactly.
And so Rob got mad. He tried to come over the barricade, and this was
it was a botch.
It was a little botch.
Yeah, security guard. I think she probably worked in the stadium.
Yeah.
She thought that
he was an actual fan,
like a fan. But like, and the referee came out and said, no, he's actually
he's a part of the show.
He's part of the show. He's part of the storyline.
Yeah.
And
so that she just like backed off. So after it was like 4 referees had to come be like, no, he's actually supposed to be over in the match. And so she's like backed off. She's like, okay, I'm sorry. So, but on the bright side, you could tell she was a good security guard for doing that. So
yeah,
good for her.
She was being good to
She was good.
She was not being like all feisty. She said, no.
She was doing her job because obviously she was prepared in case something actually did happen.
Yeah, because you know a lot of things happened
Yes.
in the past year when all these shootings and stuff like that. You know, keep it safety, but you know, I think she was training up. But yet again, that was a big. I guess otherwise didn't inform.
And she probably wasn't informed that he was going to be a part of the match.
Yeah, he was going to be a part of the
But
match.
he came in and he tackled Jinder Mahal because obviously getting back what Jinder did. And Mojo, then it was down to Mojo and Jinder, and Mojo was able to finally be the first face to win the Andre the Giant Memorial.
Yeah, because it was Baron Corbin, it was Bishop, and it was
no, not Baron Corbin. It was
Baron Corbin. He won the.
I thought you were talking about in the match.
In the past.
Oh, in the past, yeah. I think the first was Big Show, Baron Corbin. Last year was Baron Corbin was last year. I forgot the order. Big Show.
Bishop. I forgot the second one.
Who the hell?
I forgot the second one.
But Baron won last year, and this year it's Mojo Rawley.
Yeah.
So, yay Mojo.
Yay Mojo.
Let's see what's gonna happen because you know he's in a tag team with Zack Ryder, but since Zack is injured, so we'll see if this is gonna be he's gonna be a solo star or we'll see.
Well, hopefully he will get to the point that he will face the Intercontinental title, and also maybe for the WWE title. You never know. You never know. We just gotta see what happens in the future wise.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about the next match that happened. So the next match is another title match, which is the Intercontinental Championship with Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin.
Yes.
It was a good crazy match, back and forth with these two. Baron did a lot of moves that we never seen him does. But it was a good match. It was
solid. It was a solid match.
It was a solid, good old school match.
Now this match was originally supposed to be on the main show, but at the last minute it got switched.
And technically, there was supposed to be 4 matches.
Oh, I thought this was supposed to be in the main show.
No, it was supposed to be 4 matches in the kickoff show.
But one of the matches got moved to the main show. We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about
later.
That. Exactly. So, but it was a good match. In the end, Dean defending the title against Corbin. It was a good street revenge after he did with
what he did
with the forklift and everything.
Yes.
So good job.
Pretty sure this probably is not going to be over either. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, because I know Baron will become champion.
Yeah, he's definitely going to become
champion. Because he is, like I said before, I keep saying this. Look at the Baron.
He's the future.
He is the future.
As much as we hate his character.
And as much he's always been an arrogant bully, but yet again, he needs a future. So we're gonna talk about the main show.
The main show finally
that happened. The first match that happened.
First match of the night of the main show was pretty. I was surprised this kicked off the show, but anyway,
I know
it was Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles. So this match was crazy. It was
one of the best match.
Yes.
Single matches.
Yes. It was
one of the best single matches of the night.
Yeah. Definitely.
This is the reason what I hate about most of the WWE fans. Like, oh, Shane and this and that. But yet again, Shane put up good matches in the past throughout the entire year.
Yeah.
Even the time when I was even watching it, he put up good matches.
Yeah.
And even when he fought against Undertaker last year in the Hell in a Cell, that match was one of the best matches ever.
Yeah.
And this match, like, even though this match was like a regular one-on-one match, it was still crazy. Like, Shane and AJ did exactly what they did. They gave us a WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, and Shane showed that he's been really training and all that
and yet again, you know, he did a lot of moves that we never even seen he done before. I was talking and said that I know he's done a lot of MMA training, but he did a lot of moves and we were like, oh yeah, oh I didn't know that. And then he did one move that really surprised us.
Yeah, the shooting
star press, even though he missed, but that was crazy. If you guys didn't even see that part, that part was crazy.
That was good. I've never seen him do that. But anyway, during the match, so it was back and forth. Then during the match, AJ was going to do what Shane does, which is the coast to coast drop kick with the trash can.
Well, this is after the referee got knocked out.
Oh, yeah, referee got knocked
because
out.
AJ accidentally did the executing on him.
Yeah.
And then so he took out the trash. He took out both trash cans.
Yeah.
I don't know why he took out the other one because we knew that was going to be used reverse on him. But yeah, he tried to do it, but Shane do like he not even do it, but he holds the trash can and hit him. And like he almost like tackled him.
With the trash can. Yeah.
Because it was crazy. And also another moment that happened was again deja vu of last year.
Yeah.
He was trying to do the same thing when he did what happened to with Undertaker, but also he did the same thing on SmackDown with AJ.
Yeah.
But this time it backfired and he missed.
He missed. Unfortunately, he missed. So AJ tried to put him in the ring, and I think he was gonna do some move he was gonna do like a spin. I think he was gonna do his forearm thing, but he countered it. Remember, he countered it the first time.
Yeah, he countered the first time.
I was shocked, like, oh my god! And then, but he did it again,
and then he won.
So AJ won the match.
Yeah,
so,
it was
but
crazy.
This match was definitely crazy.
And it was a good victory for AJ because last year he lost and this year he won. At least even though Shane lost, he did give out a great fight against AJ and then gave both moments for both Shane and AJ, and it was one of the best single matches that I've seen. An entire WrestleMania, today. So, but we're gonna talk about the next match that happened. So the next match was the United States Championship between Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. This match was pretty good. It was really good. It was entertaining. Both of them pretty much know each other. And Chris Jericho kick out the powerbomb, which is crazy. Why? And then Kevin kick out the code breaker. No, he didn't kick out. He caught the code breaker and then did something. I forgot.
He did the code breaker, but remember he put his finger on the bottom rope.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
that was funny.
Not his hand.
He did not do this. He did this,
and that was a rope break. I was like, really? That's a rope
break? A finger on the ropes. That was the weird touch.
I was done.
Like this, like E.T. touching the finger on the ropes.
I was like, so, but Kevin came back and he ended up with the, doing the...
He did the KO, well not KO power, he did the powerbomb on the ring, the side of the ring like he does with every other wrestler in the past. And won the title. So we got a new United States champion.
Which we knew Kevin was gonna win only because we already knew that Chris Jericho was gonna be taking a break.
He's taking a break. So we'll probably see him back in the summer.
Well, when he comes back, this rivalry will continue.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully he stay face.
I think he will.
I hope so. Cause he always come back as a heel.
He's not gonna come back and not talk like he did the first time he came back. Remember?
Yeah.
Every month. I mean, every week he came out. He'd be like, and then walk away.
Please stay in face. Chris Jericho, like at least for almost a year. It's
he's been a heel for a while, so.
Yeah, he's been a heel for a long time. So we're gonna talk about the next match that happened.
Next match was the Fatal 4-Way Elimination match for the Raw Women's Championship. Bayley defending against Sasha Banks, Nia Jax, and Charlotte. And this match was good. It was a good match. It was definitely crazy. Nia showed her dominance early on in the match, and the other three ladies were smart enough where they used their heads to gang up on Nia.
At least they were smart enough compared to NXT TakeOver when the Revival and DIY were stupid enough not to get rid of the.
But they tried.
Yeah, sure.
They tried. They just kept kicking out and reversing.
Yeah.
But they ganged up on Nia, and Nia was the first one eliminated. She was the first one eliminated.
Yeah,
so.
cause because Nia was on the side top, but I think she was going to do a move on Bailey, and
no,
then
Charlotte, I think. Yeah, Charlotte.
No, Bailey, cause Charlotte.
No, she did. She did it the first time on Bailey, and then she was gonna do the second time on Charlotte. And then Bailey and Sasha came in, and then they all did they basically did a triple power bomb, like the Shield.
And then they all
they all like stacked up on her.
Yeah, they all stacked her and pinned her, and it was crazy.
So she was the first one eliminated. Then it was a triple threat. Then
it was just crazy, and like the whole match was pretty much crazy. Yet Nia was dominating.
Yeah.
They all tried to they all like put it right wing on the side, and they just go after Nia because she is dominating all of us, and we need to take her out.
Yeah.
Because they probably watched NXT takeover and say we're not gonna be making a mistake with all the pain when they did with DIY and the Revival. So let's do the same thing with Nia. So for real. So so they tried to do stuff until they did that, and then after that they decided to fight against each other, and it was crazy. They did the thing, I called Charlotte with her corkscrew moonsault. Yeah, corkscrew moonsault like she did. It was crazy. It was crazy, and then shockingly she eliminated Sasha. Like, oh my god,
because she tried to take off the she tried to expose.
Oh yeah, she exposed the middle turnbuckle, and then she kind of like
Sasha hit her head right there.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, like her face,
so,
and then I think Bailey was trying to save her, but
it was too late. Sasha got eliminated, so then it was out to Bailey and Charlotte, and
it was just crazy back and forth, like it was just crazy, and then Bailey did a move dedicated to Randy Savage, Macho Man, of the elbow, and then by winning, defending her title against Charlotte.
Still women's champion.
Really damn surprised. Charlotte is not gonna be no female Undertaker or unfair.
I thought that's what was gonna happen.
So, but like you said that Charlotte was gonna be the female Undertaker or undefeated WrestleMania. I'm like, no.
I thought it was.
Oh, they're not gonna do that.
You never.
It would be unfair, no, because it's not like she's gonna be there for like 20 years like he is.
You never know.
No, but it was a good match. It was really good. Let's just see what happens. And we know the Nia is gonna be hungry for more for that belt, because
one day she will be champion. It's just tonight was not her night.
Yeah. Well, but we're gonna talk about the next match that happened.
Yes.
Okay. This match.
Sucked. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, right. Sure.
No, it was
a triple threat triple threat ladder match with the World Tag Team titles for the World Tag Team title with the club, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, Swerve and Enzo and Cass, and Sheamus and Cesaro. Yeah. So the match, we're about get ready to see the ladder match. They all came in. They held that grand entrances. Yes. And
then all of a sudden,
New Day came out, which I also gotta say about New Day. I give props to them because they wear outfits.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention them in the beginning.
Yeah, they're the host. But to them, they be dedicated to one of my favorite games, Final Fantasy.
Because Final Fantasy was the sponsor, right?
It was the sponsor of Final Fantasy 14, and I would say, go kudos WWE for sponsoring my favorite game. But yeah, they came out and then they say, wait, we got an announcement. Yeah. Like this match is going to be a fatal 4-way, and they were like, I want to know who's going to be in this match, and they're like who, and everybody
thought it was a New Day. Because they started to walk to the ring.
Yeah, because Kofi was he was in and then he was taking them on like. And the New Day, and then the audience were like, delete. I'm like, I think myself, they're not gonna come out here. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, we hear the music, and the freaking Hardy Boys are freaking back.
The Hardys are back.
They back. Like it's true that we heard they were coming back, but I didn't think they're gonna come back at WrestleMania. We thought that we were gonna come back
Monday,
like
on Raw.
Raw. Cause Raw is always the thing that after WrestleMania this shocking
debuts or returns or
exactly.
something. Yeah.
So, but no, they came out. They in the part of Fatal 4-Way ladder match. This is one of the best match ever.
Yeah.
The match of the night. Like literally, it took out all the matches that we've seen in the past. It just gave us a crazy ass ladder match that we haven't seen for a long time, especially with the tag team.
Right.
It was crazy. It was. They all did the thing.
Yeah.
You know, they did the moves. You know. Cesaro with his strings and his Swiss 1-9s and uppercut and Shane with the bro kick and the chest thing and stuff like that. Matt with the twist of fate, Jeff with the swanton bomb on
the
freaking ladder, the tallest ladder on Sheamus to Cesaro, even though it only landed on Cesaro, but not Sheamus because the ladder. Well, because what happened is that Matt and Jeff were going to use the both ladders. No. It was the club. They had the ladders, and then they tackled both Jeff and Matt.
Yeah.
So when they set it up like a bridge. So when Jeff did that, it broke.
Yeah.
So it was just crazy.
Yeah.
And it was just all over the place, and at the end, how many times they champions?
I don't even know, like 7-8 times, something like that.
So at the end, which they said they were going at the goal, they keep saying this, the Hardys are the new Raw champions, tag team champions.
That's right. So this is gonna be crazy. The Raw tag team division.
I gotta say, if the Hardys would have come back in for Raw, I think Raw would have been, would have been exciting. But now the Hardys are back for Raw. Yeah. I think Raw is going to be much more exciting as it was in the past couple of months. Because Raw has been lacking with with the tag teams and it felt like it was missing a piece. Yeah. It's not because the Hardys or that. It's just it felt like we missing all the excitement. Like the tag team was exciting and the women's matches were exciting and the WWE and the Intercontinental United States, those were the exciting matches. Yeah. But but since Raw was, even though it was a 3-hour show and with so much segments and so much stuff that doesn't make no sense. Yeah. I'm kind of glad the Hardys are back. So I just want to see what's gonna happen tomorrow or later on. Yeah. Because it's way after midnight. Later on and see what they're gonna do. Yes. It was just crazy. It was just one of the best matches. I will yeah, it was just. I'm gonna see what they're gonna do in the future. Yeah, because I know they're gonna do more crazy matches. Yeah, of course. And let's see what they're gonna say. Later on. Yes. So we're gonna talk about the next match that happened.
Yes. Next match was the mixed tag team match, couples edition, with John Cena and Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice. Now this match was interesting to say the least, because Miz pretty much dominated the whole match.
So, this match, they hype up this whole match. Yeah. Like I expected it to be a fight, between both men and females, like Nikki and Maurice and John and Miz. Yeah. Yeah, Miz was pretty much dominated. John didn't even get one hit.
Not really. No.
One hit. Nikki, she wanted to go after Maurice, but Maurice didn't want to do it. Nothing. Yeah. I was thinking to myself, what's the point about this match? Yeah. This is barely like a match. Yeah. It was just. I don't know. I felt like it was an episode of SmackDown. It could have happened during one part of SmackDown and they ended the promo or something like that. Yeah. But at the end, John and Nikki won. Using their furniture on both Maurice and Miz. But I'm not gonna say about the match because the match was just.
It was okay. But we understand why it was the way it was. We understand after what happened. because of what happened after the match, we understand why it wasn't like a hard-hitting, long, crazy match. Because if it was that kind of match, then the ending, what happened afterwards, probably wouldn't have been able to happen.
So apparently, there was rumor talk that John Cena was going to propose with Nikki.
Yeah.
So, you know, and then it did. John proposed to Nikki, so he had the ring under.
He was wrestling with the ring in his pocket. And I thought, what'd I say? Remember what I said? Remember what I said? That
I forgot what you said.
I said that he was gonna turn heel.
I
literally thought that he was gonna say, Nikki, I will never marry you. I thought he was gonna say something like the way how Charlie Haas with Jackie. I thought it was gonna be like
he was
that.
gonna do the AA on her.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna do something.
Like that, do something, but no, he proposed with Nikki.
Proposed to her, but that's
and I'm gonna say congratulations.
Yay!
They finally get engaged. You know, I know we and everybody will probably be happy. You know, they're gonna get married. It was just, it was a good ending, but with a sucky match.
Yeah. Match could have been better. I feel like they could have maybe a SmackDown. You never know.
You know,
now that they're engaged, they can have a crazy match on SmackDown.
Yeah, didn't really do anything.
No, she didn't.
She didn't do nothing. Yeah. And John, honestly with John, you know, because he had the ring. But again,
the women,
they didn't do nothing. Yeah. Miz was dominating, and he was the hype of the crowd. That's what he was.
Yeah.
You know, and that's it. And that's it. But we're gonna talk about the next match that happened.
Yes.
Well, the next match is a
non-sanctioned match.
Yeah, it's a non-sanctioned match.
Basically another way to say no
holds barred. Yeah. It's a non-sanctioned match between Triple H and Seth Rollins. And
of course, you know who came out with Triple H?
Stephanie.
Our favorite.
Well, we got a critique with Triple H because we thought he was going to come with originality interests. This time he copied, he came out with a motorcycle, Undertaker.
Yes.
And he's wearing the rest, Stone Cold. And I think with the police, I think I said that Undertaker came out with the police.
We have to look back at that because I don't remember.
I could have sworn that he came out with the police or somebody. But that interest was, because somebody mentioned out that Triple H running out of it. Original interested and decided to steal one. Yeah. Like that's true because he's wearing the rest like Stone Cold, and he come out with a motorcycle like Undertaker. Like he could have like come out with do something original. I don't know, like something If they were promoting Final Fantasy, he could make like himself like I don't know, like a king or something like that, riding on a dragon or something, or I don't know, something. I would have come up with something like that. But yeah, they came out and Steph came out with the charge, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. But the match was crazy. It was good. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Triple H obviously tried to go for Seth's leg.
Yeah,
he tried to injure it with chairs and everything.
And we were kind of scared because Seth, keep doing moves that he got himself injured. Like he did the that tried to do that power bomb over the top turnbuckle where they got himself injured like a year ago. Yeah. Like we were scared that he would do that, and then he did something else that almost got like he does like crazy move that almost got himself injured. Yeah. But it was just crazy, and we thought that Samoa Joe was gonna come out, but he didn't. I think he wasn't in WrestleMania.
He wasn't in WrestleMania.
So, but at the end,
so of course who tried to get involved. She got involved.
She got involved more than once.
She got it twice.
No, she got involved more than once.
Yeah, twice. It was the first time was when Seth was on the top, was going to the top rope, and she pulled his leg. Then the second time was she grabbed, because Seth Rollins had Triple H's weapon, the sledgehammer, and she tried to grab it, or she did grab it, and yeah.
Yeah, so I know she interfered. I know she interfered more than once. Yes. I know she interfered more than once, but the last time, the last time she tried to interfere again, because I forgot what Seth was trying to do, but and then he tried to toss Triple H to the side, to the ropes where she's at. Yeah. Oh yeah, and set the table for Triple H. So So and then Seth went to Triple H and he pushed him and then hit Stephanie, like pushed Stephanie by mistake, and then she fell back on the table. Which you were laughing hysterical. That was a hilarious thing.
You deserved it.
Yes, she did. After for firing Mick Foley,
yes,
everything she done,
that's right.
She deserved it.
Honestly, I would have been happy if Noelle would have came out and did it herself.
I know, but oh wow.
But that was so funny.
That was the funniest, awesome, craziest thing. And then Seth did the pedigree on Triple H and he won.
He won. Revenge. So let's see how Stephanie comes out tomorrow during
with the neck brace.
With a neck brace or in a wheelchair, or she doesn't show up at all. One of those. We'll see.
I don't know. We just gotta see what happens. But we're gonna talk about the next match that happened.
Yes. Next match was for the WWE Championship with Bray Wyatt defending against Randy Orton. Now let's talk about the entrances. Well, Bray sort of came out to his own regular entrance, right? I think so. And then Randy came out, and
I thought this entrance was kind of cool.
Yeah, the ramp, because Wrestlemania had a long ass ramp. It was like 2 freaking miles long, and he was walking.
I don't think it was more than 2 miles. I felt like it was 4 miles.
The whole stadium, basically.
Yeah.
So he was walking down the ramp, and it showed like a viper, like a snake following Randy.
Yeah. Like his pet. It was kind of cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
Cool.
I was like, it was following him. And
yeah.
It was kind of cool.
That was awesome. I liked it.
I gotta give props to all the wrestlers, most of them except for Triple H.
Yes.
That they all have creative entrances.
Yeah.
They give them much more respect than it is, which is kind of cool. But yeah.
The match was interesting. It was definitely interesting with Bray, his mind tricks.
Yeah, the crazy part when he I think he did the spider, and then the maggots.
The maggots
on the ring were like the it was
like a screen. It looked like a screen.
It was like a screen of maggots on the ring, and then I think they're trying to make Randy that's to symbolize her sister Abigail. So it was just kind of creepy and crazy.
But then he did it the second time, and the second time it was worms. I was like, what the hell? So he's just trying to play mind games, and so.
Yeah, it was an interesting.
It was definitely interesting.
It was an interesting match, but it kind of backfired because at the end, Randy is the WWE champion for the 14th time.
I think 13.
14th time.
Yes.
The 13th time champion Randy Orton.
Yes.
It was good. He deserved it. After 4 years.
I think last time he was champion was like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, because I know he lost it to Brock?
Yeah. I think it was Brock.
Yeah, I think it was Brock. Yeah, he lost it to Brock. And but yeah, it was a good match. Randy champion, and to see what happens to SmackDown tomorrow.
Yep.
So we're gonna talk about the next match that happened. Oh, the moment we were waiting for. The Universal Championship match between Brock Lesnar and Goldberg. And this match, it was short. Just kidding.
It wasn't 30 seconds. Like I thought it was gonna be.
It's not 30 seconds. Well, what happened was there was the performance after that of freaking Pitbull and
it was the performance.
We love them, but we don't.
Yeah.
No more performances for next year because like we said, WrestleMania ended nearly like midnight, like literally at midnight. So. But yeah, the next match was the Universal Championship match, and Brock came out, his fireworks and interests and stuff like that, and same thing with Goldberg. He came out with his interests, and then once the match started,
it was pretty much German suplex.
Yeah,
German
Brock
suplex.
Spear. Brock Lesnar did the German suplex like
3 times, 4 times.
3 times, 4 times. In total, it's like 13 times.
Yeah.
And then Goldberg did at least about 4 spears.
Yes.
And
one of them went through the barricade.
Oh yeah, he did in the barricade. So and he did well. They at least did much little more time as it was compared to
the last time they fought.
Yeah, exactly. Which is the Survivor Series match they had, that was the 1 minute and something seconds, and him eliminating him in the Royal Rumble, and the 5 second or 10 second match that he had with Kevin Owens. But yeah, it was a pretty average match,
Yeah.
but not long enough compared to when we see all the big title matches that we always see.
Yeah.
Like, match was nearly about like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So, which is pretty average amount, but not the amount that we always see in a, like I said, like a WWE or Universal or whatever championship match.
This match was basically like the length of the old Divas matches.
Oh, the cruiserweights.
Oh, the cruiserweights.
But it was. Oh, and the end, Brock won.
Yes.
Which
we
kind of knew. So yeah, he defeated Goldberg. Oh yeah, because he did the F5 and he defeated Goldberg. And we kind of figured it was a predictable ending, but in the end, it was just you know, not long, but you know, at least something. So we're gonna talk about the next match that happened.
Next match was the SmackDown Women's Championship 6-pack challenge match with Alexa Bliss defending against Becky Lynch, Mickie James, Natalya, Carmella, and the returning Naomi. And like we mentioned earlier, this match was originally supposed to take place on the pre-show, but because of fan outcry on Twitter and social media with the hashtag Give SmackDown Women a Chance, they were able, WWE moved it to the main show. So, good job. And,
because like I said before, when we were watching, I was saying because when we were watching Royal Rumble, pretty much all Raw matches were on the main show. Compared to SmackDown, SmackDown only had one match, which was John Cena with AJ Styles. And there was a SmackDown Women's Tag Team match from the kickoff show. And I was thinking to myself, like, they could give more and more shows to SmackDown. Like they could like put in some spots into the main show, because like I said in the Royal Rumble, for the Royal Rumble they were giving us promos about the Rumble, and then this happened and that happened. We know what happened. We've seen it. You guys give us the network because we watch it. You know, we don't need to be reminded. So but yeah, so originally it wasn't the kickoff show, but thanks to us fans say that, you know, like, we can't always just care about the Raw women's matches. You know, we want to see SmackDown women's matches as part of the traditional pay-per-views. You know, because because they give hell of a match in Survivor Series with the traditional Survivor Series match. So why not give them matches for the other traditional pay-per-views? You know.
So this match was really good. You know, every woman did their thing. You know, they all did their big moves, and it was definitely entertaining. Very fast paced. It was never slow or anything like dragging.
Yeah, they all did the thing. Mickey did the DT finally again.
See it again.
Everybody did the thing. Carmella was surprisingly doing a lot of good moves that I've seen. Alexa trying, make sure that she doesn't lose her belt. Natalya did
her double sharpshooter
on Naomi and
Carmella.
Was it Carmella or Alexa? One of
those two.
Yeah, one of the two. It was just crazy.
I think all women shine.
And then Becky, of course, did her thing. And she also did the
Bex Plex on James Ellsworth, because he kept getting involved.
Yeah, he kept getting involved.
So
it was just crazy. And then at the end, we have said this many times that she never shouldn't got tripped. But even though it's whatever. But she deserves it. Naomi is a two-time SmackDown Women's Champion. Congratulations.
And she won it back in her hometown.
And she never lost it. She was stripped from the title because of some injury. He said it's a storyline, but I don't know.
I feel like it was a storyline.
I don't know.
I feel like it was a storyline. We'll never know for sure, obviously.
It could just make her defend it. It barely defended her title. Why can't she just defend hers?
Because it'd be more sweeter for her to win it in her hometown instead of just defend it.
Still don't make no sense, but Naomi won. I'm happy. I'm happy that she won. It was between her, Becky, and Mickie, but I'm happy that Naomi won, and hopefully she kicked the title for more than 1 month or two. So that way she will face other challenges. I know she can face Alexa in the rematch again, and definitely, hopefully, one day she'll face Mickie, Becky, and Natalya, and Carmella. I think maybe Carmella might be the next one. I'm not sure.
We'll see.
But it was a good match. It was pretty good. So we're gonna talk about the next and the last match that happened. So before we talk about the last match, we want to say welcome back to good old JR.
Yes.
You know, and also give him much respect to him because after losing his wife,
Yeah.
and you know, it's so good to hear JR
Yeah.
back into Wrestlemania.
Yeah.
And hopefully we see him more back in other future either traditional pay-per-views or Small or SmackDown, whatever show, you know, that because without JR we will never have WWE or WF or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but the last match was Undertaker versus Roman Reigns. Another crazy match.
Yes.
It was a crazy match. There was a lot of you know, rumors going around about, you know, Undertaker be defeated, you know, retiring.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe might interfere and then have Roman Reigns turn heel to join the Authority. What else? Like something, you know,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff. But it was a good match, you know. Both men kick out their finishers.
Yes.
Undertaker did no. Under the table.
What?
I know Undertaker did something with one man on the table.
Oh, well, the chokeslam.
Yeah, he did chokedown on the table, but that didn't break.
Yeah,
and then he was trying to do, I think he was trying to do the tombstone.
Yeah.
But Roman
Speared
him
from one table to the
another
other
table, and it was
broke.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then they would hit each other's chairs.
Yeah.
Freaking Roman kick out the tombstone. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
On the chair. He kicked out the tombstone on the chair. Like, I don't know how and why and what, and it's just crazy.
Yeah.
It was just crazy. And then with 4 or 5 spears from Roman Reigns. This is sad.
Well, we knew. Come on. We knew this was gonna happen. He wants to pass the torch.
It's sad, but Roman Reigns defeated Undertaker.
Yes.
This is sad. I mean, like, I understand passing the torch for the Undertaker. I wish that he would have had the streak still.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, I wish he would never lost it to.
I still don't agree with him losing it to Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I wish he would have lost it to Brock Lesnar. Like, I wish he would have kept it until
Now.
now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, because him fighting now, there's no point for him to leave. You know, as his final match.
Yeah.
You know, without defending his streak, but
Yeah.
he can't. It's not like he's defending his streak anymore because he's been lost.
Yeah.
Not like once but twice, but
Yeah.
it just, it was sad, and you know, after all the years we've been watching Undertaker, like 20 years,
Yeah.
it's hard to say goodbye.
Yeah.
You know, with the best wrestler ever,
Mm-hmm.
who put up amazing matches,
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell matches. You know, a lot of matches, even matches fighting with Kane and Shawn Michaels, with the 2 WrestleMania matches they had, Triple H with their 2 WrestleMania matches they had, Ric Flair. It was just, wow. And then Undertaker took off his gear and saying his goodbyes towards us, and it was just sad.
It was.
It was just sad to see our favorite wrestler to leave one last time. You know.
So now we gotta see what's gonna happen, because I feel like they should do like a little, like they did with Ric Flair when he retired. I feel like they should do that with The Undertaker.
Yeah, I know. Definitely he will go to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, next year is his time.
You know, and you know, hopefully others who deserve it. You know, including China. You know, including the ones who did it get this year. You're not happy for the one who got it this year, but
I feel like next year is probably gonna be definitely for sure Undertaker in China, because 1, because it's Undertaker his last match, and 2, because in this year's Hall of Fame, Beth Phoenix mentioned China, so I feel like now that we know she passed away last year, I think last year or 2 years ago, and last year, and that Beth mentioned her, I feel like now next year would be the time for her to be in the Hall of Fame.
Exactly. She needs to. She deserves it. Like she deserves it more. Every wrestler have their flaws in the past,
of course.
But no need to have them grudge against any other wrestler,
especially if they pass.
Especially if they pass. You know
what I mean?
Like China needs a well respected deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Like she needs to be remembered. Deserve it. I mean, I would be happy if she does, but as Undertaker, he needs to. And I'm not sure who was it out there. Maybe Kane or whoever. Let's just see what happens. But yeah, thank you Undertaker for giving us being our fan for the rest of our lives, and we all gonna miss you. We all gonna miss you. So, this is the longest WrestleMania ever.
Yeah.
Because of the performances.
The performance, yeah.
If it wasn't the performance with Pitbull and Flo Rida, we would have a long ass WrestleMania. Literally, it was long.
Yeah.
This is the longest WrestleMania that we ever watched.
Yeah.
Like, because we started watching for the kickoff, it was just like 2 hours, which is as usual.
Yeah.
But when we watched the main show, it literally passed the usual time. It usually ends like around 10:45 or 11:05.
Yeah.
But nope, it kept going till 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it was this long ass WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But I think the best matches for me, it was obviously the ladder match.
Yeah.
The ladder match was the best one. Shane and AJ.
Yeah.
Undertaker and Roman was really amazing. It was a great match. I mean, it was like classic, like like Shawn Michaels and Undertaker and Shane and Undertaker match. So that's what I said. Like last year, his match last year was the best match with him and Shane.
Yeah.
That was. I think every match with Shane, I think it's like it's crazy.
Yeah.
And even with Shane, even with AJ, like Shane and AJ put up great matches.
Yeah.
So and the women's match, the Raw Women's title match was really amazing. It was great. It had some good moments and some moments. Yeah. Off moments, and everybody did good. Except for Triple H. It was pretty good. I mean, he could have done much because of his leg, but it was a good storytelling match. Yeah. And the SmackDown Women's title, it was good. Glad Naomi won it back, even though she never lost it. Yeah. And then I can't say much with the John Cena and Miz match without Miz tag team match, because both Miz was pretty much working throughout the whole match, and it felt unfair for them. I understand the end, but at the same time, you put up a promotional match for WrestleMania.
Yeah, it was like a big story build.
And with all the shenanigans with the Total Bellas thing with Miz and Maurice trying to be, John Cena and Nikki Bella or Brie or Daniel Bryan, it just they didn't do anything with it. I'm like, I was so disappointed. And Goldberg and Brock Lesnar match was good.
Yeah, it was better.
It was a lot better than
the previous
matches. They did more shots than it is, and everybody did well. Everybody did well. And I wasn't really much bored.
Right.
Just one match. It was always something. So at the end, I would give it a A-.
Me too. It would have. I'm giving it an A- because I'm taking a point off for the performance, and what else?
John Cena.
And John Cena and that match.
Yeah.
Those are the only two complaints I really have.
Yeah, those are only two matches, because all the matches were good. Seth and Triple H was a great storytelling match. Yeah. Even though Triple H stole entrances. And and like I said, the three best matches were the Undertaker. Well, I don't think the Undertaker Woman was the best match. Mm-hmm. It was a memorable match.
Yeah.
Not only because Undertaker was in it, but JR made it memorable as well. And the ladder match.
Yeah.
The ladder match is the talk of the night.
Yeah.
Like the return of the Hardys. Like when they came out, I felt the nostalgic all over again.
Me too.
Like when they came out, we all had butterflies on our stomach.
Yeah.
Like, cause we wanted Swerve to win.
Yeah.
But when they said it's gonna be a fatal 4-way, I'm like.
Yeah.
First we were like, I was thinking to myself, New Day never put themselves in the match.
Right.
But when the Hardy music hits up, I just dropped Swerve and just all
it was
shit.
the longtime fans in us. We wanted the Hardys to win.
Yeah, it was just us. I mean, I haven't seen Matt Hardy since I went to SWE.
Yeah.
I put a picture right here, whatever.
Yeah.
Somewhere. And he's an awesome guy to
Yeah.
make with, and his wife, this guy. And I haven't. We saw Jeff like once, but I haven't met him.
Yeah.
We haven't met him either. So, but it was amazing. It was amazing seeing them together. I just can't wait to see what they're gonna do on War. Oh my god, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be so many interesting.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, what do you guys think about WrestleMania? What's your favorite moment? What's your favorite match? I know you guys say the ladder match, the tag team ladder match.
Yes.
I know you guys would say that, and let's just see what happens. What you guys gonna think about what's gonna happen in the future? Who do you think should take Undertaker's place in next year's WrestleMania, and what they're gonna be in New Orleans?
Yeah.
So, well, what do you guys think? What do you think?
I don't know. I think it was definitely interesting. It was a good WrestleMania. Now I'm really just looking forward to see what's gonna happen tomorrow, and SmackDown, and the rest of the even NXT.
Even NXT. NXT was there's some moments. It was good. It was a good NXT, but at the end it was just like saying what the hell.
Yeah.
With certain moments, but with WrestleMania, it was. I'd say it was a little better than Takeover.
Yeah.
A little better.
Yeah.
Slightly a little better than Takeover. But yeah, guys, it's late. We gotta go. Well, I gotta go. Well, anyway, guys, see you in the next pay-per-view, which is
Payback.
I
believe that's Raw.
Yes, that's Raw.
Yes.
Payback. So Payback.
Paybacks.
So Payback is the next pay-per-view. We're gonna do, our review.
Yeah.
So that should happen in a couple of weeks. So. But yeah, so anyway, guys, good night. Happy WrestleMania Day. Bye.